Culinary episodes. Tonight we're going to do a stuffed tortelloni with roasted vegetables, chicken, and fresh rosemary and white truffle oil. So how we start is we take our vegetables here. We got green peppers, red peppers, zucchini, onions, and baby portobellos. We're just going to take those quartered like this, mix them in the pan with the truffle oil, the rosemary, and a little bit of vegetable oil. And we're going to roast them at 400 degrees. So we'll start them out this size. When they come out of the oven, when they're finished roasting, then we're going to dice them up small. So the first step, just take them, and we're just going to put them in this pan and mix them up. We're going to season them with some pepper, a good shot of salt, a good couple of shots of salt, some vegetable oil. And the reason we're using vegetable oil here and not olive oil is because the olive oil will take away from the flavor of the truffle oil. So we're going to use a plain neutral flavored oil, and then just that much truffle oil. It's not much at all. It's very pungent and unique, and it's going to come through. It's going to give a really nice flavor with the rosemary. And then just give it a little toss like this. And the truffle oil you can smell really, really strong right away. Okay, so while our vegetables are in the oven, we're going to take care of our chicken. All we're going to do is pan fry these. So we got our all-purpose flour. We season it, salt and pepper. Give it a little stir. And that's it. You just knock off the excess flour. This is just going to give it a nice little crisp. Yeah. Okay, our chicken is done. Our vegetables are still in the oven. Now we're going to do our sauce. Same pan we fried the chicken in. Butter and garlic. Melt this down. Now, let me just explain this real quick. We're using that same pan. We degreased it. So that means we dumped out the grease and we just gave it a little wipe, but we left all that flavor on there. So now the next step is once this butter melts and we saute this garlic a little bit, we're going to deglaze it. Okay, so our butter's melted. Our garlic is beginning to saute, and these are those little bits of brown flavor from the chicken that are in there. So now at this point we're going to add a little bit of flour to tighten it up. Just turn that in. And remember, on the recipe it'll tell you how much. It's not much, it's probably a tablespoon or so. And that's what we're looking for, just that paste. And then you want to just cook this for a minute. You get the flour flavor out of it. And just keep turning it so nothing burns. Okay, now we're going to add some Merlot wine and deglaze that. That deglazes the pan. The wine will pick up all these little bits that are stuck to the bottom. And you want to keep cooking that. And you can use Merlot, you can use Cabernet, any kind of table red wine that you want. Usually the rule is if you can drink it, you can cook with it. Okay, now we're going to add beef broth. Okay, so our veg just came out of the oven. It took about an hour. So this is what you want to see. You want to see the skin on the pepper start to peel like that and brown. Everything's starting to crisp up a little bit. and you're going to get the maximum flavor out of all the veg when you do this. So now the next step is we're going to let this cool a little bit, then we're going to dice it up. We're going to dice up our chicken. Our chicken here, we've got our vegetables out, they're cooled, and now what we're going to do is dice it up and get it ready to prepare the tortelloni. So with this, you want to make a really fine dice because it's a small amount of space inside that tortelloni. So we're going to do really thin strips like this. And then just turn it and dice it really small. Just like that. And the same thing with the veg. It should be nice and soft. Just start with a rough chop like this. And then turn it and do the same thing. And that's good, just like that. So we're just going to give this a stir. We're going to give it one more shot of salt and one more shot of pepper. Give it a stir. And that's going to be our filling. Got our mixture here, and we've got our pasta sheets here, wonton skins, the large ones for egg rolls. We're going to take a little egg wash, just brush the edges like so. Take some of our filling. You want about, I don't know, a tablespoon. About that much. And then we're just gonna try to keep it all centered because it's gonna try to squeeze out. Just go corner to corner like that and try to press the air out and keep all the stuffing in. Okay, then what we do is fold that back, take a little more egg wash, brush it like so on one side, and we just take it, put a finger in the center, fold this one over, and the egg wash side over that, and then just kind of squeeze it together without tearing it. And there you have it. And you can do whatever you want with this. You can make a fancy tail like that, or you can leave it down, either way. Okay, so we're going to make these. They're going to go. Okay, so we're ready to plate our tortelloni. We took them out, we drained them. They boiled in the water for about 4 minutes. So now the sauce, the last step we're going to do is what we call monte beurre. We're just going to add a little bit of raw butter like this and stir it in with a little bit of that fresh rosemary, and it gives the sauce a nice shine and body. Add that, and we're going to add just a dash of cream. This is optional, you don't have to. I like what it does to it. I like the color it gives. I like the little extra flavor it gives. Okay, that's about it. Now, I'm going to take our sauce. Just like that. And we're going to take our tortellonis and just plate them like so. And they're really big, so 3 of them is plenty for a dish. And then we're going to take a tiny bit of that truffle oil we got and just give it a little drizzle. And like I said, it's really pungent, so just a dash will do it. And that's it. There you go. Chicken, roasted vegetables with truffle oil in a brown sauce with rosemary. Thanks for joining us tonight on Culinary Episodes. Have a good night.